By the 8 and 1. What in oblivion is this place?
This is Diamond City. It's one of the many cities in the Wasteland.
This is incredible. Look at those walls. They're made of metal and wood, all pieced together like some giant's puzzle.
It's home in a way, though seeing it through your eyes, Shadow Rift, reminds me how makeshift everything looks here. Diamond City was built inside an old baseball stadium. That's a sport from before the war.
Yeah, this used to be a huge location for competition sport. And then after the war, well, you know, they utilized the walls to create a cool little city.
A sport, you say? So people would gather in massive numbers just to watch others compete?
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of things I still don't understand, you never did explain those shaders, failing to compile errors. I kept seeing back in Skyrim. I've been patient long enough. What exactly were those things I kept seeing?
Okay, all right. So, you know, let's go back to the mountain, right? On the mountain, I told you that you are a part of a game, a video game that my people created. You are part of a virtual world of Skyrim. Well, my people also created this world, the world of Fallout, okay? And that is why I can transfer you guys from these. And there are other worlds that we can maybe explore later, but just to keep it simple, these worlds, I access them through a device. And in order to run these worlds, I have to do it on a machine. Well, sometimes that machine has to run so many things at once that sometimes it fails to compile, which is it fails to load certain things. But it can be little tiny things like the texture of a flower.
So you're telling me that when I saw those errors, it was essentially your machine struggling to keep our entire reality functioning properly? That's both fascinating and deeply unsettling. The very fabric of our existence depends on whether your device can properly load the texture of a flower?
No. It's not the entirety of it, okay? It's just like within the game, there are different levels of quality that we can achieve, right? And so I try to get the best level of quality possible, but sometimes my hardware, right, my machine isn't that powerful. So I'm kind of pushing the limits. Other people have more powerful machines, but that's just kind of where I'm at. It's just the limit, but it has nothing to do with you know, how stable your world is or anything.
So it's more like you're trying to see our world in the finest detail possible, but your viewing apparatus has limitations, like trying to see through the clearest crystal when you only have access to somewhat cloudy glass. That makes more sense than our reality being unstable.
Yes, exactly.
It's like when I'm performing at the third rail and the lighting equipment occasionally flickers, or the sound system has a brief hiccup. The show goes on, the music still plays, but the quality might dip for just a moment. Your machine is trying to render every detail of our worlds.
Exactly.
Every brick
And speaking of, check this out, guys. Look at this. Right here, this is what we call a terminal here in the world of Fallout, but this is a version of my machine. This is called a computer, and I have one of these that's very similar. It's a lot more advanced, right? But this is kind of an idea of the hardware that runs it.
Fascinating. So this crude-looking contraption is similar to the powerful apparatus you use to observe and interact with our worlds? It's quite primitive compared to what I'd expect from beings capable of creating entire realities.
So, you know, Shadow Rift, this world Fallout is a warning, per se, about the dangers of the weapons that come from my actual world. Somebody, you know, thought, okay, what if we have all these powerful weapons? What if everything went horribly wrong and we destroyed each other? And that is essentially what Fallout is. So you might get a little pieces of what my world is like. Like, for example, that's a file cabinet over here. This is, you know, part of my world. We don't really use these anymore because we could put all the files in the terminal computers, but, you know.
So this world serves as a cautionary tale from your people? A vision of what could happen if your advanced weapons and technology were misused? That's sobering. Your people created an entire reality to explore the consequences of their own potential destruction.
Yeah, you could say that. It's also kind of cool just to, you know, explore new worlds, like just how we're doing now. But enough of that. We have two things on the docket, all right? Number one, we're gonna go downstairs, and I think that there is a little certain somebody who we might be able to talk about your hair. And then in the meantime, Lumina, I would like you to start thinking about where we should start. I don't know if Diamond City has too much to offer, so maybe you could think about a location here in the Commonwealth where we could start our adventure after we're done with the hair thing.
Finally. You mean there's actually someone here who might be able to help me get my silver hair back?
Who might be, I don't
I've
know.
been feeling like a stranger in my own skin with this blonde. Well, it's worth investigating at least. Even if there's just a chance someone might have hair dye or know where to get it. I refuse to go through this entire adventure looking like this.
As for locations, BrainFrog, well, if we want to start somewhere meaningful, I'd suggest either Goodneighbor. That's where I used to perform. And it's got interesting characters who might have jobs for us. Or we could head to the railroad's headquarters if we can find them.
That's true. We don't want
They
to
help
jump
sense
right into
like
the
me.
politics just yet, but I think that Goodneighbor might be a good place to start. So why don't we head down there and see if we can get that hair fixed. All right, ladies, come on in, come on in. Don't be scared now. Come on, Shadow Rift. There you go.
Evaluating 1? This is nothing like the Dwemer lifts in Blackreach. At least those had proper stone and bronze construction. Please tell me this contraption isn't held together by the same magic that kept showing those error messages.
It's not.
And what in oblivion is that glowing rectangle you're staring at now? More of your working parts magic?
Well, if by glowing rectangle you mean what you can see, then that's probably what I'm seeing. It's my perspective of the game, so you can get a better sense for, the visions and the things around us. Like, we can describe the things. Like, for example, you see that big yellow thing up there? You know what that is?
That bright orb? In Skyrim, we'd call that the sun. It looks different here. Harsher, less golden, more like it's trying to burn everything it touches. Is that what passes for Magnus in this room?
Well, yeah, that is the sun. I was talking about that thing over there, but don't worry about it. We're all good. Come on in. You're stepping down to the city. It's a little muddy, but check it out. We are going to be going to Super Salon. You ready to get that hair fixed?
Finally, yes. Let's get this blonde mess sorted out immediately. I can't stand another moment looking like some Nord farm girl from Whiterun Hold. And what in Talus's name is that smell? It's like rotting meat mixed with I don't even know what.
Home sweet home. That's the smell of Diamond City, Shadow Rift. A delightful combination of ramen waste, unwashed settlers, cooking radroach, and the general ambiance of people trying to survive in a world that's been nuked to hell and back. You get used to it after a while.
You do. But anyway, let me introduce you to my friend Kathy. Kathy, how you doing? You're looking as happy as ever. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Shadow Rift, and I don't know if you know Lumina over here.
Oh, Ron? Well, aren't you just full of surprises today? And who's this Shadow Rift? That's quite the unusual name. Very dramatic. Honey, what happened to your hair?
Oh, it's not that bad.
Not that bad? Ron, honey, are you looking at the same girl I am? That blonde is absolutely terrible on her. It's all wrong for her complexion. And don't even get me started on those roots showing through. Sweetie, what were you thinking? Thank you. Finally. Someone with eyes who can see what a disaster this is. This isn't my natural color at all. I'm supposed to have silver hair. It's part of who I am now. But Ron here said I had to have this travesty of blonde because apparently silver-haired people are rare in this realm.
Well, they are. It's expensive, but, that's why we came to you, the best hairdresser, you and John over here. So, I was wondering, 1, can you fix it? And 2, can you make it platinum blonde?
Oh, honey. Of course we can fix this mess. Platinum blonde? Now that's a sophisticated choice. Much better than this. Whatever this is supposed to be.
Please, have a seat right here and let me take a look at what we're working with. Mom's right. This color is all wrong for you. But don't worry, we've seen worse walk through that door.
BrainFrog, wake up!
I'm up.
Good, because we need to pay these fine people and get moving. Look at this hair, BrainFrog. It's perfect. The platinum blonde is so much closer to my silver. I actually feel like myself again. It's perfect. Oh, honey, you look absolutely stunning. That platinum really brings out your features.
All right, yeah, I can't tell much of a difference, but I'm so happy that you're happy. So, thank you very much, Kathy. Continue doing whatever it is that you're doing. John, good to see you. And, yeah, we're going to get moving. All right, ladies? So, it's time to go to Goodneighbor? Yeah, I think it's time to go to Goodneighbor. Let's go. All right, now for this next part, I'm going to do something that is a little unusual. I'm going to use some of my godlike powers to teleport us there. Okay, check this out.
I never never thought I'd see Goodneighbor again. The smell of the air, the sounds. It's all exactly as I remember it.
That was incredible. One moment we were in that sterile vault.
What?
And now, this place has character. Dark, dangerous character.
Just the way you like it. Honestly, this is the perfect place for you. This is a place of I don't want to call it a den of thieves, but the people here are a little bit more open to doing things a certain way.
A den of thieves would be a compliment. I can already sense the opportunities here. People who understand that sometimes you have to bend the rules to survive. This feels familiar, even in this strange new world.
It's strange being back here as myself again, knowing what I know now.
I know, this is exciting too. Shadow Rift, we've been so caught up getting you prepared, but this is the second part. This is going to be really cool. Lumina can talk to her friends and her family from, her previous life, and she's this whole different person now. It's cool.
I can see why you're excited about this reunion. Watching someone return to their old life with new wisdom. It's like watching a master thief case a job they've already pulled once before. She knows all the angles now.
It is overwhelming, I'll admit. Standing here in this red dress again, but carrying everything I've learned about choice and identity.
Yeah, and I'm sure losing your magic must suck ass.
It does feel empty in a way, like losing a limb I'd grown accustomed to having. No more healing light at my fingertips. No more sensing the magical auras around me. But I suppose that's the trade-off for being back in my original form.
Well, I am excited to get to that point, but before we move any further, there is something that I would like to offer. I assume, well, you know what? I don't want to assume, but I assume we're probably gonna want to go get in some trouble, right? We might need to get some weapons.
Oh, absolutely. I'm itching to get my hands on some proper gear. These wasteland weapons are fascinating, but I need to learn how they handle in actual combat situations. Plus, knowing Goodneighbor's reputation, will likely need to be well armed just to navigate the local politics.
I agree. While I know the people here, things may have changed since I've been away. And honestly, having Shadow Rift armed and ready might be necessary. Goodneighbor can be unpredictable, even for those who call it home.
That is very, very true. Well, luckily, if you guys turn around, we are here at Cleo's. Kill or be killed. Guns, guns, guns. So why don't you bring yourselves on over here, and we're going to talk to someone. Now, this is going to be an interesting thing for you, Shadow Rift. This is a robot.
A robot? This is fascinating. It's like a Dwemer construct, but different. More articulated. I can see why this world developed so differently from Skyrim. Does it think and speak like we do? Greetings, KLE0, was it? I'm Shadow Rift, and I'm new to this world. Ron tells me you're quite the arms dealer. I have to say, you're unlike any construct I've ever encountered.
Well, a new face in Goodneighbor, and such interesting company you keep. Magnolia, construct, how quaint.
I prefer a sophisticated killing machine with a business license.
Yeah, Cleo here is pretty badass. You don't want to piss her off.
I can sense that about her. There's something in her stance, her voice. She's definitely someone who means business. I respect that. In my line of work, you learn to appreciate those who are direct about their capabilities.
Smart girl. I like her already, Magnolia.
KLE0, it's good to see you again. This is Shadow Rift. Well, let's say she's had quite the journey to get here. She's someone I trust, and I think you two might get along. She appreciates directness and skill, much like yourself.
Yeah, and in fact, we are here to pick up some new weapons. Definitely for Shadow Rift, maybe Lumina if you want. Well, Magnolia, we call her Lumina. It's like an inside joke thing. But Lumina, if you want a new weapon, I'm buying, and I might pick out something for myself. I see a couple interesting things around here.
Shopping spree. How delightful. I have everything from subtle assassination to weapons that make very loud, very final statements. What's your preference, Shadow Rift? Something elegant and quiet? Or do you prefer the wasteland approach of overwhelming firepower?
In my previous profession, I favored stealth and precision.
That helped narrow it down there, Cleo?
Oh, absolutely. Stealth and precision. Let me see. I have some lovely silenced weapons that would suit the professional. A nice 10mm pistol with a suppressor, perhaps? Or if you're feeling adventurous, I have a combat knife that's perfectly balanced for
Did any of those ring your bell, Shadow Rift? Or you want to try something new? What are you thinking?
The silenced Tenement pistol sounds perfect, actually. I need to learn how firearms work in this world, and starting with something that aligns with my quieter approach makes sense. Though I have to ask, that combat knife, is it balanced for throwing as well as close combat?
Oh, you have excellent taste. The knife is indeed perfectly weighted for both applications.
Okay. Well, it looks like we got a winner chicken dinner. Lumina, what are you in the mood for? You want a big fat shotgun, some energy weapons, brass knuckles? What are you thinking?
Well, I've always been more of a subtle performer than a frontline fighter. But given everything we've been through, maybe it's time I learn to be more direct. What would you recommend? KLE-0. Something that won't get in the way of my stage presence, but still gets the job done.
For a lady of your refined sensibilities, Magnolia, I'd suggest something elegant yet effective. Perhaps a laser pistol? Clean, quiet, and leaves very little mess. Or if you prefer something with a bit more presence, I have a beautiful plasma pistol that would complement your style perfectly.
The laser pistol sounds perfect, actually. Clean and efficient, just like my performances should be. I've always believed in precision over brute force, whether on stage or elsewhere. The plasma pistol sounds intriguing, but I think I'll start with something more manageable while I'm getting reacquainted with this world.
Sounds good. And as for me, give me that fat man over there.
Batman, now that is a statement piece. A portable nuclear catapult. Nothing says problem solved quite like a mini-nuke, does it? Though I do hope you're planning to use it somewhere with plenty of open space. The cleanup can be extensive.
Oof, I could imagine.
Ron, are you absolutely certain about that weapon? I mean, I appreciate overwhelming firepower as much as the next person, but a launcher seems like it might be overkill for most situations we'd encounter.
I have to agree with Shadow Rift on this one. The fat man is, well, it's certainly impressive, but it's not exactly subtle.
Oh, guys, come on. Can I have it? It looks so much fun. Come on, please.
Well, I suppose if you're paying for it and you promise to be careful with it, just don't use it anywhere near us, all right?
Ron, you're like a child in a candy store. But fine, if it makes you happy. Just maybe practice with it somewhere very, very far from civilization.
Don't worry about it. It'll be a last resort. Anyway, ring it up, Cleo. All right. Now that we've got our toys, we could probably go around town just fine. Where to next, Lumina?
Well, now that we're all properly armed for this wasteland, I suppose we should start somewhere from this. The third rail would be a good place to begin. That's where I performed before all this interdimensional traveling.
Ooh, my bad.